The international break is over and there's no more international football now until next March. We're back to EFL Championship action in the guise of game week 16, where I'll be predicting the scores for all 12 fixtures. These matches take place on Friday the 22nd, Saturday the 23rd and Sunday the 24th of November, and all kicks off at Home Park, where Plymouth Argyle entertain Watford.
Incidentally, in last week's 12 matches, there were 6 home wins, 3 away wins and 3 draws.
Plymouth now only one defeat in their last 3 matches, up to the heady heights of 18th in the division, taking on a Watford side, 3 wins in their last 4 matches. Themselves, the Hornets, currently in the playoff zone, so difficult one to predict. Plymouth decent at home, so I think I'm going to go for a draw, and I think they'll share the spoils on Friday evening 1-1. Then we move on to Saturday, 12:30. We've got Bristol City coming up against Burnley. Bristol City with an excellent away win against Norwich last time out, 2-0, and Burnley a 1-0 late win against Swansea. So this one's going to be very, very tight. Burnley, not a lot of goals in their matches, going to end up probably a goal in it, but I will go for a 0-0 draw in this fixtures. Next up, also at 12:30 on Saturday, got Coventry against Sheffield United. Coventry a little bit of a resurgence, a draw last time out against Sunderland, which was an excellent result, but Sheffield United are on a roll at the moment, 4 wins on the trot, and I think they'll take all 3 points in this one, and I think they'll come away with a 2-1 victory at the Rico. Next up, also 12:30, hopefully this one will be on, because it's forecast for snow up there in, I should say the north really, shouldn't we? Yorkshire. Sheffield Wednesday against Cardiff City. Both of these teams lost last time out. Of course, Sheffield Wednesday in the Steel City derby, and Cardiff's coming to a 3-1 home defeat against Blackburn Rovers. This one, I think it's going to end up all square, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Next up, we've got Blackburn Rovers coming up against Portsmouth. Blackburn look pretty decent going forward. Vyman getting a couple of goals in that win against Cardiff, and Portsmouth getting a very, very good win against Preston North End. And I think Blackburn returning home, I think they'll nick this one in a narrow 1-0 victory. Next up, we've got Luton coming up against Hull City. Luton's form's erratic. Hull haven't won in the last 7 matches, so I'm just going to edge Luton in this one, even though they've got their injury worry. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Hatters. Next up, move to London here, or further into London. We've got Millwall coming up against Sunderland. Both of these sides without being defeated in the last 7 matches. Going to be tight, could go either way, but I'm just going to edge it to Millwall. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for the Lions, but I could see a draw in that one as well. Then we move to the Castle Stadium, where Oxford United take on Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough seem to be clicking now. Oxford United, it's just a 1 win in their last 7. A defeat against Watford last time out. Borough with that 5-1 trouncing of Luton. And I think they're going to come away with all 3 points in here. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 away victory. Then we've got Preston North End coming up against Derby County. Haven't had many home wins in this round of fixtures, so I will go for a Preston win. It's going to be tight, but I fancy them to get 2 goals in this one. Who would have thought? I think they'll come away with a 2-1 victory. Derby ain't that great on the road. Then we go to Loftus Road in London, West London, where QPR take on Stoke City. Just the 1 defeat for Stoke. QPR back-to-back losses, haven't won in their last 7. It's going to be tight. Can Stoke get a victory in this one? I think they will. I think it's going to be a narrow away win. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to the Potters. Then we move to the Hawthorns, where West Brom take on Norwich, and West Brom getting a win after something like 6 draws on the bounce for the Baggies. Norwich 3 defeats on the trot. Can they gain a win here? I don't think so. I think West Brom will come through this tie with a 2-0 victory. Then we move on to the Sunday matches, or the Sunday fixture rather, where the Jacks Swansea take on Leeds. Going forward, Leeds look great. Swansea hard to break down. Don't concede many goals. Could go either. Well, no, I don't think it could go either way. Swansea may be able to grind out a draw, but I think Leeds will come away with a 1-0 away win. So those are my picks for game week 16. Make sure you leave your fixtures over at the Superbru website. Enjoy the championship action this weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video.